Hi, you guys are welcome to my channel. All food are actually dangerous and all also benefit. Yes. And you'll be wondering all foods becomes as in like why is it termed that all food are actually this video is just going is pretty much of a big challenge for people to balance for people to be able to balance things. This is exactly what I am trying to make understand. When you overdo things, when you do things excessively, it can too much of everything is also bad. Yes, in a safe level. That is the challenge life we're living today. Trying to make things come to a much safer level. And that's what brings us to the topic today, which is about food being dangerous. Saying like the caption that all foods are dangerous. Actually, it is not. That doesn't mean that all food is dangerous. Like you are saying the caption, food becomes dangerous. All foods, as a matter of fact, becomes dangerous when you eat them excessively. Yes, when you eat food excessively, it becomes a big problem. Because apart from that, even in most nutritional related diseases, that is in terms of chronic related diseases, the challenge is that when one consume one one or two of a particular dietary component excessively, that is when the person is actually exposed to diverse chronic related diseases. For example, if you eat meat high in fat excessively, you are trying to eat diseases associated. I'm yet to see what food you are likely to consume excessively that won't profile you with one or more problem. Most food are no matter how long you do that, is going to cause you problem. As long What about carbs? When you eat carbs excessively, when you consume high amounts of excessively, that's yes, it can expose you to a lot of problem. It can expose you to a lot of problems. So that is why we usually that is exactly the caption here. When you're not able to eat them in adequate amounts, it can pose a lot of problems. So when you eat food excessively, even in pregnancy, yes, probably you're eating one particular dietary component excessively, and it's likely to expose you to a whole lot of diseases. So that is it. All these things are things that people don't actually look at. When you eat, it's dangerous. Exception, there's no exception in that. I've yet to see a that you eat that will not that you eat excessively that won't give you a problem. Yes, there is no food. I don't think there's any food in this world that you eat excessively that will not give you that won't that won't affect you negatively. And as much as we are talking about excessive consumption of food, what about insufficient consumption of food when you are actually taking that food in much little amounts? Yes, when you are taking a particular food component in a much smaller amount, it can result to a lot of forms of undernutrition. It's not just seen in children, even in adults. And it will shock you to know that there are so many adults that are actually malnourished, but they don't think about it, they don't check it out, they don't look at themselves, they don't observe that, they don't pay close attention to that. Yes, there are adults that are actually malnourished. It's not just basically children. There are adults that are malnourished. And when we talk about malnourished, some people just be thinking that malnutrition has to do with when someone is, people usually look at it in the other angle, where the person tends to, looking at it in the physical science and all that. So when the person tends to look so underweight, skinny and all that. No, you can be big and you can be big and you are malnourished. We have two forms of malnutrition. We have is either the overnutrition or the undernutrition. Overnutrition is when the person is overweight. That is an example of being overnourished. I can say that. Let me just put it that way. What about undernourished, undernutrition, when the person is kind of posed with several number of nutritional related diseases that predisposes the person becoming underweight, and all that. So food becomes extremely dangerous when you eat them excessively. When you eat one particular component, one particular food component excessively, or one particular dietary component, probably you're eating, like I've said, you're eating too much of carbohydrates, or you're eating too much of fat, or you're eating too much of protein, or you're eating too much of what's it called? You're eating too much of a particular mineral, or too much of a particular vitamin. Even in supplements, yes, supplementation. What about supplementation? Yeah. Supplementation is another thing I want to really talk about. A lot of people go into taking a lot of supplements, excessively. That can result with a lot of problems. In terms of vitamins, we have vitaminosis. When you consume a lot, and when you take a lot of vitamin C excessively, it can affect the liver. Apart from any other problem you actually know about. Liver is one of them. It affects the liver, and I can tell you that. So this is example of when food has gone seriously bad. When you take them excessively, when you eat them excessively over a period of time, there are acute manifestation and there are chronic manifestation. Acute might just be probably you just took it excessively and it can lead you to having some digestive disorder and all that. But what about the chronic effects? The chronic effects can actually last for a very long period of time. It can last for a very long period of time, and managing it can cost a lot. Like I said, the cost of medication, the cost of maintaining, trying to recuperate and all that, and the cost of trying to reduce the complications of these chronic nutritional related diseases can be overbearing. It can be really, really overbearing. So that's why I'm talking about the dangers it can actually pose to you. Actually, it's not just in food. A lot of things in life, we have this problem of trying to balance every other thing in life. But as a nutritionist, does me very right to talk about eating food excessively, trying to talk about ways we can actually balance the way we eat, the kind of foods we eat, and when we eat it. Yes. And also, even the when we're talking about ways and when we eat food, even in weight management, a lot of people think that you can actually manage your weight perfectly when you skip meals. Fasting can actually help in a way of managing weight, but I can assure you that skipping of meals all the time can actually affect one psychologically, mentally, and otherwise. When you want to lose weight, it's even advisable that you take small small but frequent meal, but you should try to incorporate foods that are high in fiber. Yes, foods that are high in fiber can help the one, improve satisfaction, improve satiety, and thereby reducing your level, the rate that you feel hungry. But remember, if you're eating food that are high in fiber, like I said, you shouldn't go eating it excessively. Challenge here is taking things excessively, both when you drink any drinks, whether it is soft drinks, beverages, even medications. Anything you take excessively is really, really risky, is generally dangerous. So in this caption, like I said, all foods all foods are dangerous has to do with when you don't eat them in adequate amounts, when you abuse them. Yes, it becomes dangerous. So that is one of the that's just one of the examples of how you'll be able to know that food can actually be very, 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 very dangerous to one's health. And I can assure you that. you. It doesn't interest them. Driving motor, driving your car. Yeah, I'm actually checking to know if there's anyone that will actually come online. Come and see yourself. Right, come take a look at yourself. Yes. Hmm? Hmm? So, let me know if you're going to. You're so calm. Hmm? You're so calm. I'm getting messages, but yeah. What is that? Let me turn that off. Okay. Let's check out what we have. Mhm. Yeah. We want to see her. See yourself. Take a look at yourself. Hmm? Say hello. Say hello. You don't want to say hello. Say hello. Who is watching? Hmm? Who is watching? Hmm? Wait. No, don't touch that. Who is this? Who is this? This is mommy, right? This is mommy. Hmm? Who is this? Hey, come. Let's go and fix your food. Hmm? Now you wait. No. Hey, come. Touch it. Touch it. No. Okay, come, let's go and do something. Come, your food is ready, right? Say yes. Say yes. It's getting ready. So guys, we are eating now. As funny as it's going to be, as it is. Just like this food now. If this baby is fed excessively, it becomes a big problem, right? Right? Is it sweet? In case you're asking what we are eating Tom Brown. Yes, we are eating Tom Brown. Yes, see it. Take a look at it. Tom Brown. That's what we are eating. That is what the baby is eating, and he's enjoying it. So whereby the person keeps enjoying it, and then you decide to keep eating it, and then you dive into cooking it excessively over a long period of time, your food becomes dangerous. Right? 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 Hmm? Right? You're singing. You want to sing. Are you singing for me? Are you singing for mommy? Singing for mommy. Singing for mommy. Singing for mommy. Singing for mommy. Hmm? Singing for mommy. Hmm. I want to go grab it. Yeah. It's very well. You don't have problem feeding you because we're always ready to eat at all times. Wonderful appetite. You come and eat. You want to call your friends to come and eat. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. This is actually the time should be around 4-5 or so, around here. and he eats. He's still sucking breast, yes. He's still on breast milk, and it's just 1 year plus 1 year and 5 months, yes. And he's still on breast milk. And apart from that, I try to feed him at least 4 to 5 times, plus breast milk and other snacks, which should be around 8 times, feeding him 6 to 8 times, yes, daily. And as an infant is a vulnerable member. Yes, is a vulnerable member. And oh, sorry. Sorry. You are singing while you are eating. See? Babies. You're enjoying your food. You want to? Oh, you're not seeing yourself. Yeah. Eat that. Mm. Mm. You're eating too much and you're playing at the same time. I think we are done here. You've had enough, right? You've had enough. Let's go and clean up. Let's go and clean up. Like, no. You need to put that down. Let's go and clean up. Birds are flying in the sky, always flying very, very high. You can hear them singing, chip, 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 chip. Oh, do 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 do, do 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 do. Oh, do 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 do. Wait. Okay. You drink some water, right? All right, drink some. Very, very high. You can hear the singing. Chip, chip, chip. Chip, chip, chip. Oh, do, 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 do. Oh, have coffee. Well, good. Sorry. This food has really checked you out. Sorry. here. Come here. Come. Promise me, promise me, promise me, promise me. Promise me. So guys, in conclusion, there are so many diseases that, like I've mentioned, that are highly related to when you eat food excessively. And when you eat this food excessively, that is when that food becomes dangerous to you. And that's when you are being told, restrict this, restrict that. That is when you are placed on restricted diets. And once you're placed on restricted diet, you'll be seeing that food as being dangerous. It's not actually dangerous, I must tell you. It's not actually dangerous. It only becomes dangerous when you eat it excessively. And once you start taking them excessively, when you become exposed to one of these chronic related diseases such as diabetes, you are now told to restrict this particular diet or to reduce your dietary intake of this and that. As well as high blood pressure, yes, you are expected not to take this particular food dietary components excessively. So this is where we call it a wrap. See you guys in my next live video. Bye.